Are you supposed to marry the love of your life because you want to build a special relationship with her, husband and wife, kids, all that? Or is she just allowed to commit a armed robbery in broad daylight, legally? It's like she went into the bank, right? Grabbed stacks of cash, big bags, bro, massive bags of cash, and is walking outside. And then the police come and tell her, hey, there's a secret vault. Grab all that stuff too. That's yours. Because that's exactly what this is. I can't believe this is actually somebody's reality out here. And the crazy part is, listen to my voice. Listen, the crazy part is the second half of this video that I'm bringing y'all is a man who's a doctor, successful, rich, ending himself. Listen to me. He ended himself because of this issue.
Shocking details have emerged about the death of a 36-year-old Nigerian cardiologist.
Before I say anything else, before I get real with y'all, listen to what I'm talking about. Tiana Taylor and Eman Shumford's divorce is finalized. I don't know who these people are, but listen, Tiana is receiving 4 houses worth over $10 million, a 7-figure payout, and luxury vehicles, including a $300,000 Maybach, a $70,000 Mercedes Sprinter, and a tour bus. What is she gonna do with that? What? She also retains full ownership of her companies. Eman must also listen. Oh my God, I would just. It's like my soul is burning on the inside reading this. I'm not even him. I can't imagine how he's feeling. I don't care how successful you are. This is literally getting robbed. The goosebumps or the bump gooses, whatever they're called. Yeah, I'm getting that. I'm not even in his shoes. I can't even finish this without it hurting my soul. Listen, bro. Eman must also pay $8,000 per month in child support and cover her children's private school tuition. I know that's his kid and everything, but is his kid from like Mercury? Saturn, from a different planet? Because I've never heard of a child needing $8,000 to live comfortably. Slash that in half and he's still living like a king. It literally. And I couldn't believe this, so I went and double checked, and what do you know, it's actually real. That's how in awe and in shock I am in terms of how a woman can just get away with this. I'm not saying it's all, bro. I'm just saying it's something that we all need to be careful of, especially if you make it in life, bro, because I think the most important decision nowadays is the person you're gonna have a child with. And I can't even sit here and tell you, hey, look out for this, or hey, do this or that. You might get cooked regardless. It doesn't matter what you do. Just pray to God and beg for mercy in terms of not being cursed to have a crazy or entitled girl that's gonna steal half your shit, because this is crazy. And let's break it down, right? To state the obvious, because for some reason the obvious truth is so difficult to make into law, make into justice. But yo, if somebody builds an empire by himself, if my man right here went and built his empire, we're talking, I don't know how much. Let me look up his net worth real quick. If I had to add all that stuff up, bro, she got like 15-20 million. How much is he worth? A former American basketball player has a net worth of 16 million. Oh wow, this makes this shit so much worse, bro. She got 10 million in houses, y'all. He's worth 16 M's. That's pre-divorce. That means she walked away with like 65-75% of all his shit. What type of retard can sit here and tell him, not even that, bro, even a retard can see this for what it is. What type of evil person can sit here and genuinely try to justify a partner getting married to somebody else, and that somebody else is very successful and fortunate in life, and that success isn't a hand-me-down. That success is them working hard for years, bro, to maintain it, and they built that success all by themselves. They guarded their wealth, their reputation, until you came along and was able to marry them. So what type of demented ideology sits here and comes up with the idea that this person who's super successful owes half of everything they've ever owned, everything they've ever achieved? In this case, it's more than half. It's like 75% plus all the houses, cars, and a tour bus. What is she using that for? They just gave her that just to piss him off more. I would have cried because of that alone, bro. But anyways, to give her all of that because of why does she deserve Tim? What is she gonna do with? She's gonna throw all that away, bro. How is that right? Like I said, it's literally a legal armed robbery. It's one of those things I genuinely have a hard time even trying to comprehend, yo. And let's break it down, right? Let's say the woman in this case is the mother of his child and is leaving him. Should she be entitled to financial support? Of course. Why? Because of the kids, because of the children. That's all he owes her, bro. He owes her financial support in terms of taking care of his kids. So where in the world do you come up with 4 mansions worth 10 million being somehow, some way, something she deserves? She didn't work for that. She didn't play basketball for all these years. She wasn't born a tall dude who's good at playing the game and sat there and dedicated his entire life to it. Therefore, that's why he has those houses. Why does she deserve all these expensive assets that she didn't work for? I don't understand. What I do agree with is, of course, if you're going to separate, take care of your kids, bro, especially if you're rich, right? And if she wants to be petty, the only thing she should be allowed to put you under is child support in terms of a reasonable amount, bro. Like 4 or 5K is a crazy amount of money, but given how much he makes, if that was the agreement, we all would have sat here and be like, all right, that makes sense. But this, it's like she got signed to a basketball team herself. And this does nothing but encourage and push people towards not taking each other serious and not being committed in terms of marriage. Why would you want to be, bro, go crazy with her, and if she gets mad at you, you're good because you're not married to her. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do y'all understand what these types of situations push? That's exactly what they push. My heart would have fell out my body if I was in his shoes, God forbid, bro. How are you supposed? Anyways, look, before I say anything else, and I'm about to say a lot more because it's a lot more we're going to get into, let me show y'all something that is far more tragic. The cause is the exact same. The situation is the exact same. But the ending is a successful man taking himself out of our reality and going somewhere else because he was ordered to pay $15,000. $15,000 per month in child support. Who's the judge? Who is the judge? How do y'all actually sit there and agree to? Before I say anything else, let me just play out the footage. I hope y'all are as shocked as me.
Over this weekend, it was trending consistently. Shocking details have emerged about the death of a 36-year-old Nigerian cardiologist, Dr. Ikenna Erine, who recently took his own life in the United States. Now, according to his father-in-law, businessman Francis Van Leer, Dr. Erine held his wife, their children, and their nanny at gunpoint for 3 hours after losing a custody battle to his wife. Now, luckily, the nanny managed to escape and alert the police. And when law enforcement arrived, Erine reportedly took his own life. Now, this tragic incident has ignited discussions about mental health and domestic crises, leaving many
mental health? Hold on, pause. What? If you ever hear that you're ordered to pay $15,000 in child support, it's not just mental health, bro. You're not going to have health. You're dead. Literally, she did not just say that with a straight face. Mental health. I don't care. Who is the child? Is he a golden human being made out of gold? What kid needs $15,000 to live per month? Because let's be realistic here, bro. Probably 500 of it is going to go to the actual child in terms of food and diapers and all that. And then the $14,500 is going to be spent by his mother, wasting the money on dumb stuff. She's not going to sit there and invest that into any type of fund. Who wouldn't have a heart attack after hearing that, bro? Talking about mental health, that's the least of your worries after hearing some shit like this. Let's be honest. You're not gonna have no mental health, bro. That's not even saying, but man, your brain might run out of your skull because it won't even be able to handle the news or compute it. Ugh. It's a sick world we live in. It really is.
Shock. May his soul rest in perfect peace. I'm curious to see the social commentary surrounding this. Eriolua tweeted, "This is a sad commentary. As a man, mastering the art of income protection and asset management is crucial." We'll take another tweet now. Okuchuku Ame says, "And now that he has ended it all, who will pay the child support?"
If I had to guess, they're probably going to give her all his wealth. Given the type of decision this was, I genuinely wonder who even stamps this as like, who's the judge that straight up said, yeah, I think $15,000 a month is a great child support plan. What?
Finding Solace tweeted, "Men go through mental health issues too. We need to lend our voices more for men."
It's not even, bro, they're talking about it mental health. Like, I'm not even gonna watch this anymore, bro, because it's pissing me off. Let me take my headphones off. Listen, they're talking about it as if it's mental health in terms of bro just woke up and is having a bad day and decided to do this. The underlying issue is the evil woman he decided to marry, the evil woman he had kids with. And I guess these women's evil is like they're good at hiding it because it only comes out after they have your kid, after they have your child. And once that's done, they have something they can they use it as a hook over your head, right? My point is, it's not just underlying crazy, spontaneous, curious mental health issues. It is the fact that his wife is trying to extort him for his life savings, for his monthly income, for his life. And the excuse being that he has a child with her. She wants to use the child against him. I can't believe that this is even a reality. It kind of puts you in a position of, damn, bro, I'm kind of retarded if I get married to a woman nowadays, especially if I'm rich as shit. Why would I do that if I know this might be me in the future? Realistically speaking, I'll just be completely honest with y'all. The only solution to this, to all my guys, if you really want to protect yourself and do things the right way and not go around going crazy with a bunch of people, because that's not good for you either. As a matter of fact, that will probably ruin you. The only solution is Islam, because the root cause for all of this is that they don't fear God in their relationship. Let's be completely honest here. If you fear God and your wife fears God as well, and that's before anything else, right? She fears God. She covers herself. She's not going around going crazy and wanting to take half your shit so she can go spend it with somebody else. That's the only solution to all this, bro, is the parameters that Islam sets. Because that's also why I had such a hard time even believing this shit is genuinely going on. Like, I've obviously spoken about this before, bro. I've spoken about this many times, but the fear of God comes before anything else. So realistically speaking, it's either you listen to what I just said, or you just straight up don't get married. Anything else in terms of just doing it the traditional way, getting the state involved and all of that, I mean, can you be mad at somebody for calling you retarded for doing that? Like, if you get married through the bro, who can you be mad at? Because I'm telling y'all, and I'm bringing y'all these situations, right? My squad talks about it. People are seeing the truth here and there. It's not enough to change these realities, but it's enough to tell you, hey, bro, if you don't fear God and your wife doesn't fear God, don't get married because it will ruin you. But then I guess that comes back to, I mean, look, I'm going to end this one right here. I think I broke it down enough. I wanted to talk about this because this is something, you know, I've heard here and there, honestly, quite a bit since I started making these videos and talking to y'all. But it's gotten to the point where it's unavoidable, bro. This shit has to stop. These evil, demented people need to stop. Not stop. They need to be stopped. How? By completely scrapping and changing the way this entire system works. What type of golden baby? Well, did she get impregnated by a damn alien? I don't understand, bro. What is the baby made out of? Diamonds? What type of baby needs $15,000 a month to live? It's crazy. It's insane. It's actual just madness. I'm gonna end this one right here. Speak to me. I hope y'all enjoyed and listen to your boy, bro. Be safe. And the last thing I'm gonna say is, if y'all haven't already, get onto the Patreon, bro. It's the best way to support the channel, but don't join it if you're soft, because what y'all get on there is crazy exclusives that are 10 times crazier than anything I've ever brought y'all on YouTube. And like I said in the last few videos, I am bringing y'all a brand new one here very soon, so stay tuned, bro. Put it off a little bit because I've been busy, but I'm gonna get y'all that video very soon, so check it out. I don't know if I said it, but yeah, don't join it if you're soft, bro. Just don't. If you're a soft-hearted person, the shit that's on there is too real, raw, and uncut for you. But yeah, I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.